What's up, y'all? So, I was thinking, I play a lot, but my name is Kris KeyZ. Welcome to the channel. We talk music, money, and mindset. For anybody that's a beginner in the music industry, a beginner piano student, or just anybody that's looking to learn how to play the piano, you come to the right spot today. I have something very special for you. I have something very easy for you as well. Today I'm going to show you how you can take basic stuff, little chords, like 2 or 3 chords, and begin to just start playing the piano. I always say the piano in music in general is the universal language. So if it's the universal language, I'm a firm believer that everybody should learn that language. So I'm a firm believer that everybody should learn how to play the piano. One of the reasons why a lot of people don't play the piano is the same reason when I started playing the piano. I got through the hump of all the technical stuff, all the theory of all the complication of stuff. We overcomplicated things a little bit too early for a beginner. So I've broken the piano down into 4 principles. I'm not going to really go through all the principles today, but the principles are really simple. We start with the notes, the chords. We start with a little bit of rhythm, and then we put the progressions together. But all in all, if you're a beginner and you know 2 or 3 chords, or even if you don't, I'm going to show you 2, maybe 3 little chords, and you can start playing and start flowing on the piano. And when I mean flowing, is start communicating. Like I said, right now I'm just saying a couple words right now, right? And you felt that, you heard that. Your spirit felt that some type of way. It wasn't like a language where I communicate out of my mouth, but the piano is a frequency that we can all share with each other. So like I said, so if I do 2 chords, I can start playing something that I can communicate with you, which is great for just, like I said, flowing. It's good for if you want to worship. But like I said, 2 or 3 chords. These are just 2 chords. I'm filling in a little bit. This is my second chord here. Thank you, Zach. Thank y'all for the hearts. But yeah, these are just 2 chords, and these are really simple chords. I can narrow it down to make it even more simplistic. But I just want you to get the concept of you can put 2 chords together and start flowing on piano. Now, whatever you do with those 2 chords, it's part of your imagination. It's like words. These words that I'm saying right now, I didn't invent these words, right? I'm just using my imagination now to communicate with you, right? But I took these same words and somebody else can use these words to communicate something totally different, right? So I can take these chords and maybe go. But yeah, it's basically 2 chords. And the 2 chords that I'm playing, if anybody wants to know, I'm playing just the F chord. And then I'm going to an A minor chord. Right? So if I just narrow it down and make it real simple, my first principle is learning chords, right? You already know the notes, We kind of go through the notes, but you can narrow it down. We start learning chords. So an F chord. All I'm doing is just adding the rhythm to that F chord, right? That's another principle, rhythm. And then the progression goes to an A minor, and I can just add the rhythm there. And I've already have a progression, right? I already have something, I already have simple enough for somebody to play. But I can even break it down even more. And this is, like I said, for anybody that say they wanted to learn and never really got to it. I'm showing you something very basic. I can play just the F chord and just hold it, right? And then just go to the A. Back to the F. You know? Maybe I can add in one more chord to the G. Maybe the G going up. And it's just 2-3 chords that make the song, right? So when I'm playing, and I'll freestyle for a minute, but if you're watching, tell me if you notice the 2 chords. It's going to sound a little complicated, more complicated, but you'll notice that it's really simple now that I gave you the secret sauce, right? It's just 2 or 3 chords. First chord, maybe another chord. The whole song is based off of 2 chords. Thank y'all for the like. If everybody can, y'all smash the like button. You'll help the algorithm to get some more people in here. My name's Kris KeyZ. I like sitting at the piano and just flowing like this because it kind of keeps my heart rate down. Kind of keeps me stressed. It kind of keeps me happy, you know. I feel like we're stressed out all the time. There's probably crime going around. You got politics going around. You got just a lot of unhappy people. And I'm sure it feels good listening to it. It sure feels better playing it. I can help you guys if you want it. Same concept, just change keys. Just learn the piano, and that's what I'm saying. Just learn the basics of the piano. I don't know why I get into that. What's up, y'all? Good to have you. But anyway, but yeah, just going back to three chords, you can pick any three chords and just put them together and start finding your own little melody. Let's do something simple. Let's do this right here. We'll go to the key of B minor. You can groove it up. See, the thing is, those are just two chords, right? You know, first chord, second chord. You know, so sometimes, like I said, I can play a lot of chords, a lot of songs that have a lot of different movement to it. But the biggest thing about the piano is, if you look at it more like a guitar, it's a rhythm instrument, right? So the piano is technically a rhythm instrument. We look at it more like a string because the piano is so versatile; it can do so much. That's why you can see a piano player playing by itself because he can play the bass, he can play the rhythm. You know, he can cover all the parts in between as well. So if you can figure out how to find a rhythm, you don't really need as many chords. So Stevie Wonder was good at that. I mean, I still marvel at some of his rhythms, but right? And you can just make a song from here, just freestyle. Just two chords. I'm doing a lot in between. Uh, you know, and then from there you can expand out. I mean, Stevie Wonder made a song out of these two chords. Actually, I'm in the wrong key. Right? I keep going back to the O key. But yeah, just taking a couple chords, and it's almost like I said, music is the universal language. So if you look at the piano, like the same way we learn, you know, whatever your language, wherever you're watching from. What's up? Good to see you, SW. Good to see you, Priscilla. Thank y'all for joining. Zach, thank you for coming in. Thank you very much. Thank y'all for the likes. Once again, my name is Kris KeyZ. I appreciate if everybody hit the subscribe button and the like button. It doesn't cost anything, but it definitely helps out the channel. It's very valuable to the channel here. So if y'all could do that, I really appreciate it. But yeah, we're more of a, I wouldn't say all the way educational type of channel, but I want to entertain, but also I want to add value. And there's so many different people that watch, I know already. Some are into more just listeners. Some are actually like, hey, what am I doing? What am I playing? What type of keyboard should I get? But I've been a professional musician. I'm a retired basketball player. Now eventually a Hall of Famer. Excited about that. But I'm a professional basketball player, so I just took that same discipline and applied it to something else I was passionate about, which is music. And from that I kind of broke down how music kind of translate the same way I had to break down basketball. I didn't just go from being a pro to, playing and making it to the pro. There's steps you have to go through. You have the mini, let's say the Pee Wee, I think that's what they called it back in the day, the Pee Wee, the rec league, or then you get to middle school, high school, college, and so on from there. And each level that you go up, you learn a little bit more details. Like if you watch the NFL, the NBA, they say the playbook is like this big, and the quarterback has to know like so much. It's like so many details. And I was like, if you're just playing middle school football or basketball, some sports, like they're just like, hey, just roll the ball out there and let's have fun, right? Oh, you said the Lakers. Hey, shout out to the Lakers, man. Rest in peace. The late great Kobe. That was my guy, man. But yeah, I feel like the funny thing is when I played sports, I really didn't learn the fundamentals of basketball until I got to college. I finally got to a coach who really broke down the game, and I was like, oh, it finally clicked, and the game became a lot easier. And then my career just really elevated. And I'm like, dang, man, if I would have just learned this back when I was playing the Pee Wee, the rec league, like middle school, high school at least, man, I think, the trajectory would have been different. But, that's here nor there. I still had a great career. Like I said, you can't complain about, multiple awards, championships, becoming a Hall of Famer. But I applied those same principles because I've also played the piano for pretty much my whole life. I grew up in the church. But I saw a lot of people, they stopped playing piano, that we was all in a band. And I was like, oh, it just got overcomplicated to them. Or some people's like, well, I didn't want to learn all this theory. And I asked people, I was like, well, what can you play on piano? It's like, well, I can play like Mary Had a Little Lamb or Chopsticks or something like that. And that's cool. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with the what's band? The Lakers. But play for the Bucks. Oh man, the Lakers all the way, man. But what was I saying? Oh yes, I'd be like, oh, they can play like Chopsticks or Mary Had a Little Lamb or something like that. And I'm like, that's cool, but it's like, man, think about it, man. If I said, hey, I'm gonna teach you piano, like your first request, I'm pretty confident your first request is not Chopsticks, right? Or Mary Had a Little Lamb, right? I'm just telling you how my brain thinks about this. So what I was saying is like, all right, if if uh if it's like, all right, the universal language, music is the universal language. If somebody was to teach you a new language, more than likely they would probably teach you a few sentences, but more than likely my mom's a teacher, so I know she teaches letters and then words, and then from there you start to stack the words and make sentences, kind of compound words, right? So it's kind of like the concept. Instead of learning a song first on the piano, to me is I feel like it's better for you to understand the concept of piano and learn words. You know what I mean? Like, and we're gonna replace the words with chords. And it's the funny thing about the piano is there's only so many words to learn. Like it stops at a certain point. So it's not like, oh my gosh, I gotta learn like an infinite amount of words. But the cool thing is I teach like one hand position, you can play like 8 different chords. But remember, you only need 2 chords to play a song. So right then and there, I've given you the keys to playing thousands of songs. You see what I'm saying? So to me, like, I feel like nobody else has really keeps calling. I don't think nobody's ever really broken it down like this before. So I'm excited to to kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. And like I said, it's just one hand position. I could play all these chords, and I'm not even looking at the piano, right? I could play a song, not even looking. I'm just muscle memory. It's one of the principles, but we don't teach that. You know what I mean? Like, we rather teach something that's, and guys, like, I keep this around because this is literally how I started playing piano years ago. This is like one of my old beginner piano books that, my dad taught me piano. Like, these are still, I don't know if y'all can see this, but these are still like little notes. I was learning all these like written notes, and to me, it's like this is still a beginner's book. Like, this is a level. I mean, it says premier level. Y'all might have seen these books. These books are famous. They've been around forever. But I mean, look at this. Like, these are just little notes, and if nothing wrong with starting like that. But I mean, if I'm a adult, if I'm a kid and I want to play, and I play professionally, right? So I feel like, not saying you have to play professionally, but why would I ever want to teach you something? It's almost like I'll go back to sports. If everybody's desire might not be to play professionally, but if I'm coaching you, I'm going to still teach you the skills that you can use, whether you decide to go there or not. So it's almost that theory of, if you're looking to do something, find somebody who's done what you've done before and go sit up under their wing for a little while. And that's kind of what I'm saying. It's like, guys, you really have an opportunity to like have somebody like myself who's really accomplished and done some of the things, or a lot of the things a lot of people want to do, and also take the time to show you, hey, let me break it down to you and be patient and show you like what's really valuable in the world. So whether you want to use it or not, I mean, but in the skills that I show, they're going to be available for you to play at home. Like I said, if you're coming home from work, if you're in school or just want to mess around, that's how I started. If you're a music producer, if you want to learn how to make beats, if you want to write songs, which I do, and I sold many artists all around the world. If you want to play at a church, maybe something like that, which I've done since I've been like 8 years old. If you want to be in a band, which I am. If you want to be a touring musician, which I've done, all of these things are going to require the same principles. You know what I mean? It's like, whether you want to be a professional or you're not, if I want to play basketball, you still got to learn how to shoot the ball. Whether you're a professional or not, you still got to learn how to shoot the ball. Professional or not, you still got to learn how to pass the ball, right? Those are simple principles everybody has to learn, right? And before we get into the playbook of a down screen or, hey, a flare cut or all this other stuff, we need to master the fundamentals. And I think that's the key thing people are missing with the piano. Once again, it's like, we want to learn scale. Like, that's cool. You know what I mean? But not just that. Now we got to learn all the scales. I got to learn all the scales and all the keys. And I'm like, dang, man, I spent like 3 months learning scales. And Mary Had a Little Lamb. And all I can play is this. Chopsticks is, I don't even know how to play that, right? But it's like, what if we learn like in your first 2 or 3 days, just how to sit down and just go, isn't that simple? Or you could just take something simple like let's say you can go simple, right? Wouldn't it be cool if you could just do that, like, at least in your first couple lessons? And then say by the first, I don't know, week or two, you could start doing this. Really simple stuff, right? Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the hearts, everybody. That's all. Once again, my name is Kris KeyZ. Hit the like and the subscribe button. Helps out the channel a lot. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Aranava, what's good? Good to see you. I played in the semi-pro. I played college, and then I played overseas, and then I played with the minor leagues. It's called the G League now, the NBDL, for a little bit. But yeah, just really simple chord progressions. It's my passion that, you know, if everybody could learn that, we could then expand to like bigger, you know, and more conversations. And I think with the help of, you know, AI, nothing wrong with that, but to have the ability to not use AI and to insert your idea into AI. AI's job is to learn you. It's not really its job to create for us what its ideas, because it's just going to be random. But you kind of give it your ideas, your imagination, and the only way you can do that is through communicating, right? So all I'm trying to do is show you guys, if people like, you know, only learn one language. The piano is another language. It's the universal language. I'm in Texas right now, and I'm pretty sure everybody watching this is not from Texas. I can go anywhere in the world, whether any state, you give me these black and white keys, black and white has to come together. You give me these black and white keys, I can communicate to you, right? And that's the thing about it. It's like, that's the universal language. It feels good. If I play the right tune, if I play it in the right way, you know, I can play something jazzy. So I could play something jazzy and somebody might relate to that, right? Or, you know, something a little bit more, I don't know, neo soul. They could be like, let's see, or hip hop. No. You know, that's an old school song. Y'all might not know that one. It's just how I communicate the words, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not about a song, it's how you communicate. If I give you 3 words, if I give you the cat, I always say this before, but if I give you the cat and then I leave it blank and let anybody fill in the blank, everybody's gonna have something different. Everybody's gonna use the cat, which are the 2 chords, and if you're giving them the opportunity and the space, they can say the cat went home, the cat slept, the cat ate, the cat jumped, the cat ran, the cat blah, blah, blah. And it's the same thing. If I give you a couple chords, a couple words on this piano, you can do, you know, something jazzy. You can do something bluesy. Right? You can do something more worshipy. You can right? You can do something more I don't know. You can do more rocket. So many things, and these are all using the same chords. I can go more Beatles, more rock, more old school. You know? things that we can do just playing the piano and learning the chords. And it's not about doing all the fancy stuff and all of that. I mean, that comes with over time. And once again, that's just somebody's imagination. Like, it's nothing really programmed to say, this is how something is supposed to be, right? But yeah, thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for tuning in. I've been going on for a long time, but y'all have any questions about that? Like, I mean, I'm over here like talking. I don't see much on the screen. I mean, I have been talking, so I haven't really given anybody an opportunity to say anything. But like I said, it's just my passion, just to, first of all, just to use YouTube, come on here, introduce myself. Once again, my name is Kris KeyZ. I've been playing piano pretty much my whole life, but I feel like I'm just now starting to understand the piano. And it's come after many years of trial and error, many years of, like I said, I played sports and basketball, so that kind of took up a lot of years, but, understanding how to be in a band, now I started a band, how to run a band, how to work in the studio, accomplish things, how to work, reach Success International. Like all of those things is, I'm kind of being like the mentor for a lot of people, for this channel, because it was something I was looking for. When I transitioned from basketball, into being a live musician, starting my production company, it wasn't, first of all, it was like before YouTube really, so it wasn't that. But even with the internet, it was around, but I didn't have anybody to really give me the inside game. In the music industry, you don't really fill out an application and say like, hey, let me, how you go to a 9 to 5, it's like, hey, give me your resumes, give me something on LinkedIn. Like the music industry really doesn't work like that. It's more like relationship built or a referral base, right? So I didn't know that. Those are a lot of unwritten rules. I think that's what it's called. And I think that's like the same thing with sports. Me mostly, I guess pretty much my whole life, if you consider sports the entertainment industry, I've been in the entertainment industry pretty much my whole life, right? So it's a lot of unwritten rules that even to this day, like I still, ask or monitor. But for the most part, I've been around it. But it's a lot of unwritten rules that a lot of people don't know, and it's not a bad thing if you don't know, but it's going to cost you, right? It's either going to cost you your time, it's going to cost you your resources, time, money, or it's going to cost you an opportunity. Maybe you did all the right things to get that opportunity, and then it's an unwritten rule. You like, hey, what did I do wrong? Why did I lose this opportunity? And it's because maybe you probably just didn't understand something that wasn't in a certain textbook, something that you can't really Google or read about, right? But now, luckily, you have YouTube and you have your boy, Kris KeyZ. And I'm here to help you guys. Like, honestly, man, like I said, it's nothing for me to like hold or to keep to myself, because I've been where you at, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like you guys. Like literally, I didn't get drafted. I didn't get like #1 picked all the time. I was one of the persons who really just had to work hard, and between working hard, it's one of those things like I spend a lot of time working hard on the wrong thing, if that makes any sense, right? And it's kind of like piano. It's like if you work hard at this book right here, it's not a bad thing, but you're not in a fast lane, right? And I think right now we want to get into safe lane. It's the fast lane. It's like on the highway, it's still safe out there, but it's fair to say we want to maximize our time here and our potential here on earth, and it's really not for yourself. I feel like if you learn the language, you learn how to speak English, you don't learn it and then keep it to yourself. You learn it so you can communicate with other people. So it's the same thing. Like the better you get at something, it's really not for you, it's for somebody else. Unfortunately, we're in a society where people highlighting their gifts and talent is kind of shunned upon, to where people really don't always, they feel like maybe they shy away from their true being, their self. That's why we have so many people wear so many masks, right? It's like, man, you're such a beautiful person, but you cover up all the beautiful things about you. You know what I mean? Like, because the society says something else, and I'm guilty of it too. Like, guys, like, look at my nose. Like, I got a big old nose, right? And for all of my life, I was like, man, I was so embarrassed of my nose. I tried to cover it up, or I didn't want to wear a certain sunglasses or something because it felt like it looked funny on me. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, it's like, man, my wife really loves my nose, and I got more confident in it, right, or something like that. So it's kind of like the same principle, man. It's really something maybe you're uncomfortable with, but it's like, man, really, it's not. My nose wasn't for me, man. It was really for my nose, for my wife to look. She's the one looking at me every day. But I don't know. I'm just rambling. Just really trying to instill some confidence and some value, guys. Like I said, just using a platform of music, a platform of the piano, to just really share some good energy out there. There's a lot of clickbait. There's a lot of there's a lot of negative energy, or just like I said, just clickbait out there for you to click on, just for them to blast you with something that just throws off your whole vibe, your whole day. Just be like, dang, bro, I clicked on something, man. It was like, what was I doing the other day? I think I was listening to some music or something online, YouTube or something, and it was like something on the side. I like clicked. I'm in a studio, so I was like blasting the music. I played my music loud in the studio. Obviously, it's the environment for that. And I clicked something, man. It was like one of those links or something. I don't know. And it's just like the whole screen went like beep beep. I was like, oh my god! Like the music was just blaring, man. I had people in the studio. It's like, oh my god! Like everybody's vibe was just thrown off. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? If anything, if anybody clicks in here, if y'all stay for like a minute, hey, what's good? Good to see you, man. Is that Arrow? Hot fan? What's up? What's up? I think that's you. But yeah, if anybody's in here, if this is, like I said, if this has been a good link for you to click on today, hit the like button. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button. Definitely stay tapped in, man. Like I said, I talk music, money, and mindset. So I guess today is a little bit more about mindset. I kind of explain a little bit more about music as well, using 2 or 3 chords, just to flow. Like I said, it's incorporating all the things. I'm giving you a professional take on it. You know what I mean? And I think that's what we all want. If we had a kid that wants to learn ballerina, or say the word ballerina, or gymnastics, or cheerleading or something like that, it would be kind of cool if you had Olympic gold medalists or somebody teaching them, even if they're in the beginner cheerleading competition days. You know why? Because they're going to teach them everything the right way, and everybody's not going to train or try out for the Junior Olympics or nothing like that. But they're going to, if nothing else, they're going to show them how to carry themselves even before the game, right? Hey, let's dress alike. Hey, let's walk in with this. Hey, have your bag this way. It's so many little things, that I think are valuable to have like a big brother or a big mentor about. I'm traveling out the country here in a couple weeks, and thank you for the new like, y'all. Thank you, man. Love. Shout out to everybody watching. Aaron Nava, K-Boy, Hot Fam, whoever else is in here. Thank y'all for the love. If you haven't already, also shout out, send me a comment below. Tell me where you watching from. I want to know where y'all watching from. I'm in Texas, so I'm Kris KeyZ. Thank y'all for tuning in. But I was saying, I'm traveling in a couple weeks, and it's like, even with traveling, like even if you've been on a flight a couple times, it's kind of cool to know like some inside pro tips of how to travel, right? And I'm still learning some tricks, but one of the things is like getting through the airport faster. There's so many little tricks you can do, after you buy your ticket, to get through the customs faster. Certain digital things you could do. You have a passport, but you have a digital passport. You cut the line. If if you have a wheelchair, somebody's in a wheelchair, you can take, man, there's so many things, you know. New Zealand, good to see you, mate. But yeah, not suggesting anybody to get in the wheelchair to get to the airport faster, but it's like music though. There's so many little things, so many cheat codes to get to this right here faster. It's just really 3 chords, like I said, and just even take it to somewhere even smaller. Oh, it's an Aussie thing. Oh, my bad. What's the New Zealand thing? I know you've been on here before. Hot fam. Put. Is it put? Am I saying it right? Is it put or put? Put. What's up, Put? I don't even know where that song comes, but it reminds me of something. I think it's like one look in your eye. Sure, my bro. Sure. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get on. I'm gonna have to get with you on a Zoom call or something, cause sure put. Thank you for the hearts. But yeah, that's kind of how I freestyle. I mean, I take one or two chords and I just let it take me somewhere. You know, if I can find. I haven't even played a chord or two second chord. That's still my first chord, right? And then it kind of lets me know where to go. Or I can go. But yeah, these last 10 minutes or so, I'm gonna just freestyle a little bit. And if y'all have some question or some requests, y'all let me know. But hopefully y'all have had a good day or a good night, wherever you might be watching from. Let's see, New Zealand is probably I'm thinking like 2 in the morning over there or something. Or maybe like, I don't know, is it like a 13-hour time difference? It's 8:30 where I'm at right now. 3:30 p.m. already, Wednesday? Dang. You seen more, people in New Zealand have seen more in life than I have. You seen what's to come. Man, that's crazy. It's like almost peak daytime over there. It's like nighttime. How do what type of music do people like over there in New Zealand? Like, is it like jazz, pop, hip hop, folk, country? I better everything for myself, but I love metal and classical. Okay, boy. Put. Did I do that right? Is that it? Am I saying that right? I'm trying to think. Let's see, metal. I could probably do better. I could probably learn some more metal. I was in one of my roommate loved metal. One of my bandmates a while back. So I got a chance to play with the really good metal. He was really good at it as well. But he loved like he was eclectic. He loved a lot of different things as well. But the guitars, he was incredible as well on the metal. So I got a chance to play with them and be around that world for a little while, man. I'm always open. I'm always open. But yeah, metal is cool, man. Like classical, man. Like I'm not officially like trained at piano, but I grew up, like a lot of musicians in the church. I have a really good ear, so I played. I don't know if you know, but yeah, I played a Bridgerton wedding a couple weeks ago, maybe now. So it's like almost classical. But yeah, I was learning like the canon in D and the wedding march and man, just some of these other songs in classical by ear. Oh my gosh! Like that was at the point I was like, that's why I got back practicing like learning notes. 'Cause I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna let this happen again where I need to learn something. I was like, man, it would have been so easy just to get the sheet music and just read it and just be done with it. But no, I had to spend like so much time trying to learn, you know. I forgot how to go. Yeah. So I had to really focus on that. So it's like it would have been so easier, and I'm pretty sure I'm not playing it. Like I'm pretty sure that was probably if there was a classical person that played that song, they're probably looking at me like, "Oh my God, he's so screwing this up. He's not playing." But I feel like there's advantages and disadvantages to it. But I really love classical. Like that would probably be, you know what? I feel like I have the most respect to classical music too, though, and metal because I mean it's almost the same. Like I could see that. I went to see uh, Trans-Siberian Orchestra a couple years ago for Christmas, and I was like, the whole time my drawers just dropped looking at them. Or what's the uh, uh, what's the one, the metal band? I like more progressive metal, I guess. Everything I tend to learn is by ear, watching people. Man, I think that's it. Play guitar basically, but mainly dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, you understand, you get it. So you get the lingo and the language to where you can kind of freely flow. And I feel like, to me, it's almost like I said, it's like any other language. If you can communicate in a way where I'm pretty sure me and you can play together or something, man, I think that's a beautiful thing, man. I think that's awesome. I think if we could all get together and play, a little bit. You can add your metal to my style. I don't know what my style is. People say I guess I'm a little bit more jazzy, but yeah, my jazzy, funk blues. They used to say I was real church gospel-y, you know. Gospel chords. Miss Larry's learning some theory along the way. Would love to be able to read sheet music. Yeah, I mean, I think that's cool. I think it plays if you, like I said, if you want to get like more of the top fancier gigs that's a little bit more orchestrated. Like I did a stage play where it was like orchestra. I had to lead a band. We was playing sheet music. It was actually a Billie Holiday musical. The award shows, Grammy award shows, like all these award shows you see on TV, like the band, they read sheet music, stuff like that. I was in the band, so I grew up, in the band. I played drums, so but I also know, like, at the time, like middle school, high school, like I could read music very well. It just takes a while. It's like, damn, man, you got to go through the learning curve again of getting familiar with, learning the notes and stuff. But I think you could do it, man. If it takes time, just takes a little bit of time. today was Monday the whole day. And I was like, dang, Tuesday. I was like, but last week I thought I was a day ahead. So got to get back on schedule with my days, man. But I just wanted to once again hop on. Hopefully, thank you guys for the ones that came and spent a little bit of your time with your boy today. We had always a pleasure, always a fun. If nothing else, man, to just document, you know, my story a little bit. And thank you for the ones that are along for the ride. Love to everybody that comment. Huffman, shout out to you from New Zealand. Until next time, I'll see y'all. And it's birthday month. If y'all don't know, so we turning up on birthday this month. Kakite, I know, Kakite, I know. All right, my brother. Till next time. Kakite, I know. I know. Is that the language over there? That sounds like it's more like a Hawaiian or something. Kakite, I know it. Or maybe a Latino, you got a little bit of native. I knew it, man. I'm a smart man. I'm a little smart, man. I understand it a little bit. Man, I wish, it's probably so big, but yeah, my neighbors down the street moved. They sold everything and moved to out that way to Hawaii. So never been. It's on my bucket list, man. Hopefully one day music takes me out there. That would be really cool if music could take me to Hawaii. Let's put that, everybody on the channel. Let's put that out there. Hawaii will take us. It mean us. I'll go play, and I'll go live. I'll make sure if you put that out there in the world, when it happens, I'll be sure to go live because you're responsible too. Let's put that out there into existence for sure, man. We're gonna put that out there. Kris KeyZ in 2026 is going to get flown to Hawaii to go play music. It's happening. Y'all heard it here first on YouTube Live, March. Look, I'm already in May. I can't get my days together, man. The Aztec, they said the calendar was off years ago, so I don't think I got back on ever since then. But man, you guys are awesome, man. Once again, shout out to everybody that's tuning in. We just took some simple chords today. I just took some simple chords and showed how you can easily put songs together. But Kakai Anu, to everybody in the chat, to my day ones, everybody that subscribe. If you haven't already, real quick, just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Like I said, it definitely helps out the channel, helps me out, and the algorithm from punishing me from not being back on in a while. But I'll hopefully be back on tomorrow. You guys, y'all are valuable, y'all are loved. Thank you guys for the most valuable thing you could ever give anybody, and that's your time a little bit tonight. Y'all gave me your time, so shout out to you, shout out to my day ones, everybody that subscribed and commented. I'll remember your name. Once again, I'm gonna give you guys a shout out every time and priority list when I do requests or any other videos. But until next time, peace, love, thank you. Y'all have a great night, great morning, great evening, wherever you're watching. All right, love.